hard. I love my team. I will forever be fight on USC Trojans. And it's true. I was a junior in high school when this happened, and I watched, along with a lot of my buddies on my football team back in high school, sat back and watched a man by the name of Vince Young come back and destroy what looked like a in-the-books victory. I mean, we were celebrating like we already won the dang game with 5 minutes to go, and, well, he had something, him and that defense, and, the Longhorns had something else to say about that, and it hurt. I'm telling you, it hurt. I mean, I was crushed. I was crushed, and it hurt because at that point in time, too, Ben, I mean, come on, 2 years before that, my beloved Raiders got killed in Super Bowl with the Bucks. I mean, I'm just saying. So I was just, no, not again, but what happened was, simply, it's over, though. That's water under the bridge. That was, I think about 12 years ago. So nobody there. I mean, the coaching, the only people I can think of is like, well, maybe the ADs or even the faculty, professors and advisors at the school, probably the only people that were still there then that are still there now. But it lives on. The spirit lives on, the rivalry. I think it'd be a great rivalry to just continue to play this over and over and over. I would love this game to be a rivalry. A lot like I would just like to see a lot of rivalries happen. But with this game, personally, right now, you're right. You're very right, man. I love my team through and through, but we can't seem to ever... We get ranked really high because we look good. And then we play good. Then we come out of the gates and we usually lay an egg somewhat in the beginning, and we fight well, and then we just kind of, we play good, but not good enough towards the end of the season, and that's it. So we got to stop laying that egg, number one. But the biggest thing is last year, there's no other way to say it. We got taken around the woodshed with Bama, okay? They beat us stupid. I mean, they beat us into another area. Like, we woke up in another dimension. I mean, that was the beating from, I don't even know. It was bad. So this year, we didn't get that. This year, we looked good. We came out. We beat a very good Stanford team. I'm very proud of that. We looked strong. We actually look good right now, good enough to compete at an extremely high level. It's just the fact that, Western Michigan took us to the end. I mean, there was a big chance for them to win that thing. We happened to win it in the fourth quarter, but it was a crushing, I think, to our morale to think that, man, this team, I mean, yeah, they played in the Cotton Bowl. Yeah, they won the MAC last year, but come on, y'all. And I think that, seriously, it was that kind of a feeling. Never underestimate anybody, but I think we did. Even myself as a fan. I think everybody underestimated them, and that's what happened. But real quick, with the Longhorns, that is, you know what? They're a strong team, man. They had guys. I mean, look at Foreman right now. We saw him also on Monday night playing for the Texans. And they had a good group of guys, but really, I mean, look at that Maryland loss. I mean, people just, I feel bad. I kind of felt bad for the Longhorn fans and for everybody at that point. Then people were laughing at them and saying they don't belong in the top 25. I mean, they stop it. And the Big 12 is already decided Oklahoma's going to win it. And after today, which I get it, Pittsburgh, but still, Oklahoma State, they're still in this. They're right there. I mean, the season's young, so it might just come down to that in-state rivalry for the Big 12, but Texas they're not a bad team. They just need a lot of work. So, personally, I feel like USC, we are going to get a big win. I do feel like we're going to get a big win. Maybe not a gigantic win, but if we don't win this thing,
it's not going to be good.
Yeah, Ben, if we don't win this thing, then we can kiss pretty much everything. We should stop. No, football's over to next year. That's it. Spring game, everybody, spring game. Yeah, you get the break on 3. 1, 2, 3, spring game. I mean, that's it. So we need to win this game. We need to stay strong. But more than anything, Ben, is the fact that, right now it's stay riding high. We have a tough loss anywhere in our schedule. I'll tell you right now, we will not even be looked at for the college football playoff because the Pac-12 is getting better, but it's not necessarily, the powerhouse that the SEC was. We're not going to be that Ohio State team from the Big 12 who loses on whiteout night, homecoming to Penn State in University Park to get in and still not have won the Big 12. I mean, the Big 10. I mean, we're not going to get that. So we need to win all of our games. So Texas is a big game for us. But as of right now, yeah, USC just has to. There's no other way. It's go undefeated and get in, or take a loss anywhere in the season and hey, here you go. You can play in this bowl game. This looks like a good bowl game for you guys. You know,
the GoDaddy Bowl or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I definitely think USC will get this win. I think they are better than what they've been in a while now, and I think this is a great sign for them, because when you start trending in the right direction, you start getting some hope, you start stacking up some wins. It's exciting, and I think that this is going to be big for them. Now you look at Texas, I'm gonna be honest, they're gonna be 1-2 at the end of tonight. They're gonna be 1-2 because they are just not there yet. They will get there. I think Tom Herman is gonna be a good coach for them. I don't necessarily agree with Charlie Strong being gone, but I would say I think Tom Herman can possibly turn this program around, and it's going to be tough for them going to the Coliseum to play this game. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, and I don't think they're there. So I think you can definitely count that as a loss for the Longhorns. But USC is on the rise, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now, before I let you go, once again, we're talking with Larry B of IE Sports Radio, which is on Spreaker. Talk about an underrated game real quick that you have on your radar for today.
Alrighty. Well, real quick, there is one. I want to say real quick too, Ben, an underrated team real fast. And I don't know. I mean, you said 1-2 by the end of today. I think Texas might be 1-3 by the end of the next week, because they're playing a team in the Iowa State Cyclones that fought the Hawkeyes pretty crazy and fought them pretty well, and they went to triple OT. So, okay, I'm not sitting here dissing Texas, but the Cyclones, watch out for that team. They upset Oklahoma State like years apart from each other in the last 8 years, something like that, but still, good team. Anyway, next up here, underrated game. Okay, there's a few of them I have, but the one I want to go ahead and get focusing on is, without a doubt, Oregon at Wyoming. I know it doesn't necessarily, it's not a, I don't know, like I said, I have a few of them, but this one I hear is not like it's going to be a good game. No. I think it's going to be a lot better than what people think it is. Wyoming is not a slouch. They are no pushover. I am a San Diego State fan, so by the way as well. So today, go Aztecs, knock off Stanford. That's great. I love it. Both my teams back-to-back weeks, great. But the way I see it is look, check it out, Ben. The way I see it is, Wyoming they're no slouch. This team, they fought San Diego State so well last year in 2 games. The first game they played up there, and I think it's Laramie, but correct me if I'm wrong, but up there in Wyoming, they played them well. It was a 1-point game. San Diego State got it done. And then they played them again in the Mountain West Championship game, and that was also it wasn't a 1-point game, but it was a good game. But the Cowboys still fought. Now, why am I talking about San Diego State so much? Because don't forget, number one, they produced not just the record breaker of the great Marshall Faulk. Okay, they didn't. Don Humphrey didn't just break that record. He broke the all-time NCAA rushing record. Now that is incredible. Yes, they can produce guys like that. Very good runner, very good team. Rocky Long is an incredible coach. I admire this guy so much. He's been there for such a long time. He has a great defense. He always does so well. This Aztec team, last year they had the most turnovers over anyone. They had the ball hawks all day long. Most picks. They were a great team. Now, why am I talking about Wyoming so much about this? Because Wyoming, of course, gave them 2 great games. But Wyoming can, I think, compete with maybe not the tippy top of the NCAA right now, Division I, but they can compete. So this is a game that I really like. You saw Boise State and Washington State last week. That went into overtime. I mean, I was not expecting that. I was expecting Wazoo to run over this team. So to me, of course, Boise State was once a big-time power, but to me, I feel like Wyoming has everything they need to knock off Oregon. But I get it. Oregon is not the team they were. They're not this powerhouse. I understand, but they're not necessarily a bad team either. They're kind of in the middle right now. They're not the dynamite team they were, but like I said, they are going to have a up-and-coming class. I'm pretty sure they're going to rise up again. But as of right now, while they're in this lower period where they're just kind of just getting through the tough times and everything after their kind of collapse, Oregon is still there, and they're still very much Oregon. Wyoming is a team that I think can get themselves on the map with a big win tonight. Do I have them winning this game? No. I would love to see the Cowboys win it. It would be awesome to see them win this game. I think Oregon will still win it by like a field goal. But seriously, this is a game that I think is extremely underrated and a lot of people aren't talking about. And I feel like they should be talking about this game. This should be a good one. And I think by the end of tonight, Dan, seriously, we could be possibly talking about this one next week or on ESPN. People can bring this game up or whatever sports network, because this is going to be a good game with a bunch of great players, and it's going to be a very thrilling game, in my opinion. Hopefully it is. And I could see two very good teams going at it. And in this one, final score, I'm going to have a crazy high score because I think it's going to be a lot of offense in this one. I think Oregon wins this thing in a squeaker, 45-42 in Wyoming. Great game there, and that is my crazy, weird, what the heck? How come no one's talking about this game of the week?
Well, cool. I appreciate that. Mine's, I'm gonna be biased right now, is North Carolina versus Old Dominion. I need to see my boys bounce back. They cannot get another loss, so I want them to absolutely beat up Old Dominion. I don't care for that team at this moment in time because my guys are 0-2, so I need them to absolutely slaughter Old Dominion to get back to some type of normalcy, because 0-2 is not a good place to be. So that's my team, my underrated game, and I think they're going to come out with the win. That game's at 2:30, so definitely going to be looking out for that one. So, man, Larry B, I want to appreciate you for coming on. Larry B will be coming on each show from here on through college football season to talk some of the top matchups in college football. So excited that we're going to be partnering together. I've been on his show, he's been on mine, but we're going to kind of get a continuous thing going because he's got that college football knowledge. It's always a great guest. Always love having him on. So I appreciate you.
Hey, thanks again, Ben, and as always, honor being here on the show, man. I love it. As I told everybody before on iSports Radio, hey, man, you helped us get our start here on Spreaker, so couldn't appreciate that more, man. What we turned into has been awesome. So, hey, thanks again, Ben, for having me. It's been great. Real quick, I want to leave all the listeners here with some other ones to look out for today. The Holy War, Notre Dame and Boston College. Good game there. Number 19, Stanford taking on San Diego State. Go Aztecs. That's another good game there. And also, be looking out. I know it's kind of crazy, Ben. Don't. After you gave me that awesome introduction, and of course, let everybody know that I'll be joining you, which I'm very excited about. Don't think anything else and be like, okay, never mind, cancel that idea when I say this. but it's a rivalry game, Ben. It's a rivalry game, and I don't know if it's going to be really, really, really good or a blowout because you don't know what you're going to get sometimes in a rivalry game. But beat down, looking non-competitive SMU is taking on number 22 TCU tonight. I will not say it's going to be a game of the week or anything near, but if it is, then that would be crazy to see SMU stand up against number 20 TCU. It's a rivalry game. You don't know what you're going to get. But anyway, thanks again, Ben. I couldn't appreciate you more. Once again, everybody, check it out. iSports Radio on Spreaker. I'll go ahead and jump up in the chat room in a little bit. And if you can, show us some love. Check out all of our shows all the way from Southern California to Nova Scotia, Canada, all the way to England. We're all over the place. We have 11 great shows covering pretty much almost everything, and we really do our thing well. So I'm blessed with a great team and blessed to know great people like Ben here. So, hey, Ben, thanks again, man. Thank you for this opportunity, and I cannot wait to jump on next week and talk some more college football with you, man. Thanks again.
Definitely. Appreciate you, man. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
All right, that was Larry B. And yeah, he mentioned SMU versus TCU. They're both 2-0. They're both local teams here in Dallas. SMU is on the rise, and TCU is on the rise as well, trying to get back into the groove in the Big 12. So definitely be on the lookout for that one. All right, so I want to give a shout out. We got a couple of people in the chat room that just came in. DJ Queen giving some shout outs in there, so I appreciate that. We got my man DJ P Funk, part of the X Squad on Spreaker.com. Also, Chief Rock of Jersey Vern stepped in the room, X Squad affiliate. xswataffiliates.com on Spreaker as well. And then Joyce Edwards, I appreciate